There's a saying that I have heard people say, and in this case, modern women have said, that I lived my life and I have no regrets. I'm here to tell you, it is okay to have regrets. The grass is not always greener on the other side. Oftentimes, you're trading one issue for another. You get rid of the man who doesn't have as much money as you want, and then you end up dating the man who has more money but less time. When Tia Mowry was married, her now ex-husband Corey Hardrick didn't want her doing sort of risque TikToks, and it seemed as though he wanted her to limit her time or limit her interaction on TikTok. I have linked an article in the description box if you want to hear more, but Corey Hardrick seems to be somewhat of maybe an alpha male or definitely not a simp. What's similar to this is Jeannie Mai and Jeezy, and it has been reported that Jeezy did not want a lot of his private life online on the internet. However, Jeannie Mai was very much interested in having more of a social media relationship. Now back to Tia. Tia is now living the social media life that she always wanted to live. What is it all worth if you no longer have your relationship, but you still have your social media page?
And another thing that people can often control is their image online. Okay? You can control that. And I think it's interesting that we see all these people, these marriages that everyone was saying, oh, these are relationship goals. You know, Tia Mowry and Corey Hardrick, Iman and Tiana Taylor, Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. Everybody's saying, everybody was saying that this is goals. Again, oftentimes, if somebody is putting a lot of effort into their image online of their relationship, okay, that takes a lot of effort to curate that experience for the viewer to be able to see, wow, these people look good together. This couple is so beautiful. Man, look, they had matching outfits or whatever it is. Then months or years later, the same audience now discovers that their relationship was in shambles. And I say that because if you're getting a divorce, then your relationship probably was in shambles. And even just looking at the time frame, right? Because we know that I think Jeannie and Jeezy, they were married for 2 years. Well, think about how long they were probably having issues before he filed for divorce, right? Because it's not like you have one issue and then bam, the divorce happens. They could have been having issues for a year or more. But then you have to go look at the social media page, her Instagram, and see that, wow, this was somebody who was putting out all of these images, or maybe it was her team putting out all of these beautiful images to have us believe that their relationship is top tier. This is why we need to stop making, especially these celebrities, as relationship goals. A lot of these relationships, some of them are for publicity and that type of thing. But even the ones that are not for publicity, it is very challenging. It can be very challenging, especially as a modern woman, more specifically as a modern businesswoman or boss woman, so to speak, that I believe Jeannie Mai would maybe refer to herself as. It can be challenging to sort of go into relationship with a masculine man. And so I just wanted to sort of highlight that point. I think we kind of all know this, but I'm always interested in how people overcompensate, and I've said this before on my channel. People overcompensate for things that they lack and that type of thing. And I think in this case, again, with all of these, it's not just Jeannie, Mai, and Jeezy. There's a lot of people breaking up. You have to look at what was happening prior to this divorce. The issues could have been going on for months or years. Yet we're being bombarded by all of these beautiful images. And I'm not saying to, don't post your significant other. I'm not saying that. But I think in terms of us sort of admiring or desiring these types of relationships, these Hollywood relationships, we need to stop doing that. I think one of the biggest red flags, actually, of a person who might be having issues in their relationship is the degree to which they're posting and trying to curate, right, this image of themselves, right? Because often it's like, especially modern people, we know we have the ability to sort of control the narrative to an extent. You can't do that in person, though. You can control and kind of curate your social media, and just like in a museum, everything is kind of carefully placed so you can strategically see the things that the museum wants you to look at, which is great. But real life, it is different. And when you're dealing with somebody in real time, when you're dealing with real emotions, people's traumas, people's insecurities, all of those things you deal with when you go into a relationship. Nobody's relationship is perfect. Nobody is really relationship goals, in my opinion. No one really has like there is no like fairy tale either. There is two people who are willing to, on a day-to-day basis, put in the work. And sometimes that work is joyous and happy and butterflies, cupcakes, and rainbows. And sometimes it's the opposite. But yeah. So I just wanted to, for those of you who have been consuming, there's so much relationship content coming out, and so I just wanted to say that. Now, to transition, so I used to do a segment called What Content Creators Never Tell You, and I'm not really doing that now, but I did want to share that I'm actually just getting back not long ago from a business program. So I am officially doing a business program with my business, Curated Legacy LLC. I'm going to just be sharing some things. So if you watch until the end of the video, you'll hear my thoughts and kind of like what I'm learning. And today we had to do, well, I'm part of a group, so there's other businesses as well. We had to do elevator speeches. And I was told to think about ultimately what my goal is for being part of this program. The program is going to last for the next 4 months or so. And I'm going to share this with you all. Right now, I'm trying to figure out if I am a YouTuber with a side business, Curated Legacy LLC. My business is a coaching and consulting business. So am I a YouTuber with a side business, or am I a business owner who promotes herself on YouTube? This is a critical question, and my success depends on me being able to answer this question. If I cannot answer this question ASAP, that could potentially lead to my demise, because that is critical. I don't know if you all used to watch Kevin Samuels, but he would always say, if you have further questions, if he was consulting or talking with one of his audience members who would call into his show, he would say, book a private session. Like, if you want to go deeper, if you want more, like, I can't get into that right now, book a private session. Kevin Samuels was a YouTuber who had a business on the side. He was not on YouTube as a business owner promoting his business, right? Those are two separate things. And when I say promoting, I mean he was not on YouTube to sort of funnel people into his business. That was just kind of like a side thing. His main thing was YouTube. And for me, I initially went into this thinking YouTube is going to bring me clients, which it actually does. So shout out to everyone who has reached out to me. YouTube actually does bring me people and clients and potential clients and people who will hopefully sign up for my workshops and webinars and get on my email list if you're not on my email list. So that is actually a real thing. But also, I never expected my channel to take off so fast. And so now that I see my channel really taking off and seeing the potential that I could have as a YouTuber, potentially as somewhat of an influencer to some degree, I need to really figure out my direction. I'm sharing this with you with the hope just that if you are interested in following me on this journey, I'll be sharing more at the end. I'm actually, every week I'm going to have a new thing, a new project, something I'm working on as a result of being in this program. So I'll probably be sharing quite a bit at the end. So if you want to watch to the end, if you want to hear about this stuff, you don't care about it, you can just kind of go to the very, very end to hear if I have any additional announcements. But if you're interested, I'm going to be taking you along on this journey. And the hope is that I'll be able to answer this question at the end of this program. But if you all have any ideas or any feedback to give me, I'm open to feedback. Please leave your comments in the comment section. This is Naka here to make the invisible visible to the modern Black woman. Like, share, and subscribe. Click the links in the description box and get to know what I do as a coach and as a consultant with my business, Curated Legacy. Also, I have a couple books on Amazon. One is about being an invisible Black woman, so feel free to check that out. And as always, stay tuned for more videos. Bye.
Shout out to Perez, Dr. Real Sims, Broken Traditions, and Mr. Sharp for your donations to my channel. My channel has received over 1 million views, so thanks to everyone for watching. I am a one-woman show as well, so if you have reached out to me on my website, on Instagram, or in any other way, I will be in touch with you as soon as I can. And if you responded to my question in the community tab about the Passport Bros, thank you so much, and I will be in touch about that as well.